What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Birdsinthetrap. I'm back with another banger, okay? Today, I'm going to be going over the moments I am most thankful for in the UFC this year, because today is Thanksgiving. So, yeah, let's get right into it, man. As you can see my preview here, there's a few moments, but I have a few more I want to go over, okay? Let's get right into it, starting with the Adesanya versus Pereira rivalry, okay? This rivalry, it did take place this year, so I am counting it, even though Pereira won the first fight last year, okay? This is one of the best rivalries of all time, guys. I mean, when you look at the history and, where both guys were when they fought each other in MMA the first time, it's an incredible story. I wish that Pereira was able to speak English. It would be really, really funny. But unfortunately, he can't. And this made the middleweight division fun again. Like, the middleweight division, when Adesanya was the champion, it was one of the worst divisions. You know what I mean? And now that these guys have fought a few times, the middleweight division is in a much better place. I can name like 10 contenders coming up who are like looking really amazing. They made I don't know if they directly made the division fun again, but they definitely fought around the time it started to get good again. So, yeah, once again, undisputed best storyline for a rivalry. Goes all the way back to like 2016, where they fought in kickboxing. They fought in kickboxing twice. And as you guys know, Pereira won both of those fights, and neither of their fights in MMA were boring, okay? Both finished each other. The first fight, Adesanya was winning until he wasn't. The second fight, Pereira was winning until he wasn't. And then it also allowed Sean Strickland to become the champ. Because, I mean, if Pereira had beaten Adesanya, it probably would have been Whitaker, you know what I mean? And he would have defended against Whitaker. In my opinion, I think he would have knocked Whitaker out. But, yeah, this rivalry, it allowed Strickland to become the champ, okay? So, yeah, great stuff there. Love this rivalry. Very thankful for this rivalry. Number 2, Alexander Volkanovski finishing Yair Rodriguez, okay? I am biased towards Volk. He is the profile picture of this channel. And I told you guys I wouldn't change it if he lost against Islam, and it's still there. But I think I am going to change it soon. But anyways, Volk's returned to featherweight after the decision loss against Islam in February. And, look, I was just kind of worried that, like, he had lost his momentum, even though, that first Islam fight, it basically looked like a win to me. Don't comment now, Islam clearly won that fight. I do think Islam won that fight. Islam won that, okay? But Volk, like, he didn't get dominated. That's what I mean, okay? Fuck. Volk got a finish over an amazing striker. Yes, he finished him on the ground, okay, but he wobbled him on the feet and led to that finish, okay? And, yeah, I'm really happy that he got this win between the two Islam fights, because instead of being 2 losses in a row, he's 1-2 in his last 3, all right? And, in my opinion, this is the win that kind of cemented his featherweight legacy, because he has now beaten, like, all generations of fighters. You know what? Even though, okay, maybe I don't mean that. I think if he beats Topuria, that will be all generations of fighters, because Yair's low-key been around for a little while, so I don't know if I can say that. But Volk showed his well-roundedness. He, wobbled him in the third, finished him on the ground, but before that, he was wrestle-fucking him all over the place. So, yeah, I'm thankful that Volk got this win. Amazing win. And he got it in amazing fashion as well, okay? So, moving on, Sean Strickland wins the middleweight title. Unbelievable performance, okay? The fight itself wasn't too great, but it was just crazy to watch go down, you know what I mean? Biggest upset of the year, I'm pretty sure, right? I can't think of anything that was bigger. I'm sure someone will point it out in the comments, though. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, biggest upset of the year. So that's very cool. Proved Adesanya is average. I said that. I made a video called Adesanya the Average Won't Finish Sean Strickland. I was still picking Adesanya, but I said he wouldn't finish him, and I said he was average. Everyone in the comments was like, this guy's crazy. What does this guy know? Yeah, turns out it's true. You know why? Because when you neutralize Adesanya's kicking game, which Strickland was able to do, his boxing is not all that. His boxing is average. Adesanya the average. Okay, guys, I'm done. But Sean is just such an unlikely champion and such a funny character to have in the UFC, and the fact that he has a belt makes it even funnier. And Sean is the press conference champion, okay? So I'm super grateful for this. I just think it's funny. I'm happy Strickland gets the moment with the belt and that recognition. Charles do Bronx Oliveira comeback win against Beneil Dariush, okay? This one is up there for me because I'm a huge Charles fan, okay? I was scared he would go on an L streak because of how he lost to Islam. Not because I think his skills are getting worse. Like, clearly he's the second best guy in the division. But it's how he lost, okay? He got dropped, okay? He got submitted. And I was just worried his confidence would be kind of gone. And on the walkout to this fight, Charles Oliveira was getting all emotional. And I was like, no, not yet, not yet. I was like, fuck, he's nervous. But he went out there. He got a first-round TKO win. And he beat a great opponent in Beneil Dariush. And I picked Beneil Dariush. But I gotta be honest, guys. I truly regret that pick. Not only because I got it wrong, but that was one of those picks where I feel like I was just trying to be a little too smart for my own good. Kind of like how everyone is picking Arman to beat Beneil. I just think they're being too smart for their own good. You know what I mean? Because there was one night before I uploaded my video and I really thought about it and I was like, yo, what the fuck does Beneil have on Charles? Like, Charles has the advantage everywhere. But it's just how the Islam fight went that had me worried. And, you know, I still picked Beneil and it was a big video. One of my first big videos, I should say. And in the post-fight interview, my man, he spoke English. Charles Oliveira. Hello, Vancouver. Hello, Canada. You guys remember that? That was funny. And a great moment. And just an overall amazing moment. Another win for Charles do Bronx. Okay, one of my favorite fighters. Now, Leon Edwards outskilling Kamaru Usman. This is one where, listen, I've liked Leon Edwards for a long time, okay? And when he beat Usman via head kick in the 5th round, I thought Usman would win the rematch and Leon would just go down in history as like a one-hit wonder type thing. Because literally he was losing that fight, head kick out. You guys know the story. You guys know the story if you're watching this channel. But like, still, I was worried that my man Leon was just going to be a one-hit wonder, one title win type of guy. But he proved that it wasn't a fluke. Okay, C-level Leon is a different beast. Now, listen, Leon didn't dominate Usman, but I am willing to say he kind of schooled him, right? He neutralized Usman's entire game plan. And yeah, Leon was a big dummy, though. He was grabbing the cage when he just didn't need to. He was winning the fight, and he still was grabbing the cage. And yeah, once again, not the most fun fight at all. Neither guy dominated each other, but it was still great to see my man Leon Edwards get another title win. And, you know, he got to defend in the black and gold. And I think Leon's going to beat Covington, guys. I'm going to save this topic for another video. You know what? I can't even get into it right now. I'm going to go on too long of a rant. I just can't believe how people think Colby is that same guy. He hasn't fought in years. And, didn't look that great against Masvidal, in my opinion. I think Leon's going to smoke him, guys. Colby melts everybody. Who does Colby melt, bro? Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Number 6, UFC 290 and UFC 291, okay? Both of these cards took place within a few weeks of each other. I think 290 was like July 8th, and then 291 was July 29th. So, super close together. And so far, they're my top 2 favorite cards of the year, okay? Only thing you might be able to put up there is 295, which just happened, but I don't want that recency bias to set in yet, so I'll make a best cards of the year video. at the end of the year. But right now it's these two, okay? So far. Of course, we still have a few more cards. But I did great on picks for both of these, okay? I had a positive record. I don't remember my picks exactly. You know what? I'm going to pause my recording and count them up real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, for UFC 290, I didn't do as good as I thought. I went 5-4, but I didn't predict every single fight. And for UFC 291, and guys, for UFC 291, I went 9-2, okay? The only fights I got wrong was Miranda Maverick versus Priscilla Cachoeira, and I picked fucking Tony Ferguson to beat Bobby Green, which I knew wasn't going to happen, alright? But I had hope. So yeah, I did good on these cards as far as predictions. And guys, let me just go over the highlights from these cards, okay? The highlights from these two cards are incredible, okay? Robbie Lawler's retirement fight, first round KO. Hooker versus Turner went to war, okay? Pantoja won the title like I predicted him to, okay? Dricus du Plessis beat Whitaker, which I felt bad for Whitaker, but it was crazy to see. Okay, Volk finishing Yair, like I already mentioned on the list. Kevin Holland with a Darce choke within like 3 minutes of the fight. Okay, I like Kevin Holland. Derek Lewis had an iconic celebration after that crazy flying knee. I picked Derek Lewis. A lot of people didn't. Alex Pereira becoming the #1 contender at light heavyweight. He went on to win the title. I love that. Okay. And Gaethje with possibly the best KO of the year against Poirier. I mean, the highlights from these few. And that's not even everything, guys. That's just like the main card fights. Incredible card, man. Literally stacked beyond belief. I'm so thankful that these cards happened. And moving on to my last pick, guys. Everyone who supports the channel is who I'm thankful for, okay? I appreciate everyone watching every time I upload. I didn't even have a channel at the start of the year, okay? 0 subscribers. And now we're coming off of my most viewed video. It has like 20,000 views. So I just want to say thank you all for watching, man. Like, I really appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to keep growing throughout the next year. And things are only going to get better and better. I'm making more money now, so I'm going to get a new microphone and a new webcam. And overall, just everything is going to get better, guys. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed my list. Let me know what you're thankful for this year in the UFC. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.